Thanks for your help, Bonnie. Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, it's actually officially Christmas Eve here at the moment on board the Rum Wench. I just thought it was about time I made it a little bit festive. So I've got the old tree out from my mum's shed. And it's really easy to do that because I throw it all in a bag with all the decorations on. And then when I get it out, I'll just have to, you know, fiddle with me branches. Yeah, so it's looking a lot more festive in here now. Ready for Christmas. I put some cards up. Me and little Bonnie are in our Christmas outfits. And I've got a rum. So cheers. Woohoo! So what I thought I'd do is the highs and the lows of boating for me this year anyway. So if you remember at the beginning of the year, it was very, very frosty. My ropes had a stiffy. I couldn't handle the ropes. They were so hard. And I had to cruise my boat to Wincham Wharf where I put it for 2 months and headed off, leaving the miserable, cold, horrible winter and headed off in my van to Europe where I went through Belgium, France, Spain and Portugal. And it was just wonderful because the winters on a boat, they last about 6 months. And living alone, it can get very sort of Groundhog Day-y because we've got all the stoppages as well, so you can't cruise far. So I did that and it was just absolutely wonderful because the main reason I bought a boat to live on a boat was so I could travel. And I've always travelled to India, Cambodia, Africa, Thailand and love it. But now I've got little bonbons, I can't go on all those exotic holidays. So we went to Europe and took the van, and I feel that the best combination to boat life is van life and having the two. Because it just opens up a whole world to you. It's just amazing. So my boating journey of 2024 started back in March when I headed for the Anderton boat lift to go down onto the River Weaver, which is an absolutely stunning, wonderful river. And again, there were still stoppages in place and I wasn't able to get right to the end. And that's where some wonderful boaters came to my aid and took me in their fiberglass boat. They let me drive it and everything. And we cruised further on the River Weaver than a narrowboat could go. We went all down these little tiny streams, as it were. And that, to me, was just a wonderful highlight because I would never have been able to do that on my own boat. And then whilst I was down on the Weaver, the Rum Wench got her seaworthy certificate. And we then headed down the Manchester Ship Canal. But it was so good doing it and being on my own. Even though I cruised with other boats, I was on my own. But the weather was horrendous. And there were waves on the water, strong winds. But I just buzzed me nips off. I really did. I just loved it. It was just amazing. Which then gave me the whole thing of, if the Rum Wench can do the ship canal, you know, which is blowing and wide and there could be big ships going past. If she's got that seaworthy certificate and she could do that, what's next? And that's when I began to plan my big River Mersey adventure because I knew not many boats do it because it has some of the highest tides in the world and probably about 2 to 3 narrowboats a year do it. And I thought, that's what I'm going to do next. Let's cross the River Mersey. I headed off single-handed down the Leeds Liverpool Canal, which was wonderful because I met so many amazing people on that trip, and the Leeds Liverpool Canal is just beautiful. I had a lot of swing bridges. I don't know if you remember, but I was single-handing through all these swing bridges. I also got people to help me. There were some young people that offered to help and I got them involved, and it was just a wonderful time. And this summer's been crap with the weather. So I had all that to contend with as well, and eventually made it into the amazing city of Liverpool. Once I was in Liverpool, I had to wait for the right weather conditions and the tides and get a pilot booked and book all the locks and pay for those before I could take the Rum Wench onto the River Mersey. Which for me is the most epic thing I've ever done in a narrowboat. I just loved it. I had my pilot, Stuart Wood, who was just wonderful. I had some crew. I had a guy called Roger, and he was 94, and he loves boating, and he's done so many things with his own boats and his own adventures and sailing as well on sea boats. And he joined and he loved it as well. And it was just, oh, the memories I've made this year when I sit down with a rum like this. Cheers. And I think back to my year, I have absolutely adored it. And for me, it's what life's all about, innit? You've always got to just keep doing things. We all end up starting there and ending there. And it's what you do in between that makes a difference. And oh, I've just absolutely loved it. And all along on my journey, the best things for me have been all the wonderful people I've met along the way. It really is. My time with Peter, where we cruised together, we played music together. It's just been amazing.
Oh, hello! Hello, it's me, Father Christmas, and I'm sending a message to Heidi Manning, who lives down there on the canal, on an old boat called the Rum Wench. Merry Christmas, Heidi, and please give a little pet to your little bonbons. Oh, I love that little friendship. Have a wonderful Christmas, and a Happy New Year. I'll be seeing you on Christmas Eve. Be a good girl now. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho!
So I don't know if you can hear the church bells ringing. This is Little Budworth. It's a gorgeous, quaint little church. And I always come here Christmas Eve because this is where my mum was born and bred, in this little village. We come here to do the Christmas Eve service and sing a good old-fashioned Jesus bangers, some nice Christmas carols. And then we normally go in there for a little drink before going home. However, tonight, because I'm on my best behaviour and I want Father Christmas to come, yeah, rude, then I'm going to get an early night tonight. So I'm going to go in here now, sing a few songs, and I'll see you in the morning for Christmas Day. Good night. So we're having a little bit of a Christmas buffet at the moment, buffet. So we've put everything on there. There's turkey, there's gammon, there's even a nut roast for the veggies, you know, the ockered ones. And we just go along, help ourselves, get a plate full and wash it down with a load of wine. That's the plan for today. So I'm back on the boat now and I've had such a wonderful day with my family, and I've brought back loads of gifts. These are from viewers, and I showed you earlier the presents I got from my patrons, but these are from viewers and I just feel so overwhelmed. And I just thought I'd show you some of them. I've not brought everything back because I couldn't carry it, because there were a few bottles as well. Look how cool that is. That is just amazing. So thank you so much, Beverly. I love it. She also got me a t-shirt. So, yeah, I've got a pirate t-shirt. She got me some rums, loads of rums. Bonnie got loads of presents. These are all from Deb and Steve from Stoke-on-Trent. And I go past there many a times on my narrowboat. They've got one of these for Bonnie. She has had a little bit out of it, so she had a bit earlier. Because everyone's got Bonnie stuff, and I don't need anything in my life. I really don't. My life is so complete with everything in it. But if anybody does want to buy things for Bonnie. She's had a tough time, that girl. Deb and Steve got me loads of stuff, so thank you so much. Lovely, lovely couple. And they even got me a card from Stoke-on-Trent. Look at that. Hey? Yeah, where the potteries are. And then also, let me bring you with me. So you're on a tripod here. These presents here, these are all, sorry, what, are you there? These are all from Alex, and he's been so generous. He's got loads of, again, doggy treats for Bonnie, but also got some Turkish delight, some rum and things like that. I've got a Pussers rum. Loads of people say to me, Heidi, you need to drink some Pussers. So yeah, so I've got some of that. So we'll be having a bit of that maybe in a minute. Let's get it open. Let's get this open and just have a last cheers. Then I can let you go, get back to your Christmas, enjoy it with your family, your friends. Or if you're on your own, I really do hope that you've had a lovely time. I really do. Puss's gunpowder proof spiced rum. And it's 54.5%. And whilst I am pouring this rum, a huge thank you to this week's pirate crew as well. Thank you for everything you do. It really helps me out. Look at that. Woohoo! Gunpowder proof. So here we go. A little tid of rum. Here we go. Woohoo! Cheers, everyone. Merry Christmas. Wow. That's actually just dried up all my saliva in my mouth. Wow, that is very, very strong. It needs a mixer. Wow, Alex. It is gunpowder proof, that. You can taste the gunpowder. So I'm going to put a mixer with that one. But thank you very much for that. Anyway, whew. Next week we're back to normal cruising, and I've got a crew member coming with me. I've got a little bit of help. It's a person that's interested in getting a boat, and I said to them, come down and give it a go, and she'll be coming next week. So yeah, so it's a bit different next week. We're going to be cruising. I've got cruise, which will help me through the locks. And just to let you know as well, I was meant to be going up the Mac for this winter, and it all went to pot because I'm being blacked at the beginning of March. And if it had gone up the Mac, which was my plan for the whole of this winter, because I love winter on the Mac, I've done it so many times, it's beautiful, I've shown it in videos. If it had gone up there, there's a stoppage happening, and I wouldn't have got back down in time for my blacking on the River Weaver in March. So I'm absolutely gutted I've not gone up there. So I'm going to be heading back towards near my parents, which I'm really glad about, because this year I've not spent hardly any time with my nieces and nephews and all my friends. So the next couple of cruises are going to be getting back to that area so I can just spend time with my family, really. I'll still be cruising, still be adventuring, still be doing stuff, but I'll have family nearby, which I just really need at this point in my life at the moment. So yeah, so next week we'll be cruising again. I'll have a crew member. So please, everyone, have a lovely what's left of Christmas now, a wonderful new year, and I'll see you next Thursday. Anyway, stay safe, take care, and a huge massive thank you to my lovely gorgeous patrons. And I've got a few new ones to read out, and they are Barrington, Chris and Dan Badger, Jane and Kevin, Rob and Lee from Narrowboat Rainbow's End, and Graham from Narrowboat Barbarian. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful new year. Bye.